Going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. On February 14th, Top Rank Promotions took over Madison Square Garden with an electrifying night of the fights. Keyshawn Davis stole the show, dominating his opponent and solidifying his position as a top contender. But I'll be breaking down the highlights from the MSG card, but today I'm focusing more on the rising star of Keyshawn Davis. So let's dive into this impressive performance and look ahead to his next fight. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Valentine's Day was on Friday, guys. And yes, it was a dominating win. It was a terrific card. I was there live. And please, I apologize for the lighting. I have no light. I'm not in the studio. So if you guys see me in the dark, don't worry about it. I'm lit right now. But anyway, guys, a super card over there at Madison Square Garden. I had a blast, man. Met a lot of good peoples over there. Talking about the fans, because most of the pro boxers, I already know them, grew up with some of them, or watched some of them grow up, like Bruce Shoo Carrington, who was over there showing mad love. Amanda Serrano, once again, representing Brooklyn, New York, and Puerto Rico. But we also have big heavyweight champ, let's go champ, Shannon Briggs. We have big babies, Davis Miller. But we also have Ricardo Torres from the Olympics coming out from California, visiting us, showing also a lot of love. But let's dive into this card, guys. It was a dominating card. It was a special card. It was a lot of fun. Props to the matchmaker who put this card together. We had Keyshawn Davis, who dominated Baranchenko. Xander Zayas, who's the #1 junior middleweight champ. Junior middleweight contender right now for the WBO title. Who scored a 9th round TKO over Slava Spomer, who did his best. You know what I mean? He came into fight. He had previously beaten 3 unbeaten fighter, but Xander Zayas showed that he's on a different level. He's picking up. He's getting there little by little. We also have Vito Melnicki Jr., who fought to a draw with Connor Coyle. That was a fight that if anyone went to my YouTube channel and actually saw my prediction, I said that was going to be fight of the night. And I was basically right, man. These guys went in there, they rumbled, and it turned out to be a draw. Not a good look for Vito, though. You know what I mean? He's going to have to find something not to make these fights so close, okay? We also had 19-year-old son of Puerto Rican crowd pleaser Juan Manuel Lopez, who's a former 2-division world title holder. And Juan Malita Lopez, man, had a devastating knockout of the Mexican Sanchez, who, unfortunately, I'm still counting. I'm up to, right now, 100. Yo, I don't know what was up with that referee. I swear to God, I was waiting for the referee to stop counting. That poor kid was there for about 20 seconds before the referee actually called that fight over. If you didn't see that fight, go on YouTube, find it, and check it out. It only lasted about 15 seconds anyway, guys. It won't take up too much of your time. You could go to work right after you're done with it, all right? And guys, we also had Abdullah Mason with the 4th round blowout of Stockton, California, Manuel James, who went the distance with Romy Romero. But that was a fight that I predicted. I knew there's levels to this game, and Abdullah Mason is definitely on a different level than Rolly Romero. Although Rolly Romero, tough fighter, exciting fighter to see. He's someone that I will be looking forward to go up against Abdullah Mason in the near future. But with a performance like this, as a coach and manager, I would stay away from Abdullah Mason right now and get Romy some other fights and try to really help him get prepared for somebody like Abdullah Mason, right? But that takes skills on behalf of the coaches and the management. But let's get to Keyshawn Davis, guys, who dominated Denis Baranchenko. Denis Baranchenko, as you well know, turned pro at the age of 27. He was at the Olympics, but he beat and upset Emmanuel Navarrete not too long ago. And Emmanuel Navarrete is a very, very good fighter. You know what I mean? Emmanuel Navarrete was a very awkward fighter that dominated and scored a vicious knockout of Oscar Valdez also, you know? So, I wasn't really surprised with the performance that Keyshawn Davis had. I actually called it. I remember telling some of my friends, I don't think this fight is going to last. A lot of people were asking me what round should they pick for this fight to end. And my prediction was this fight ain't going to go past 8 rounds. And yet, still surprisingly, he was knocked out in the 4th round, which is an excellent performance by Keyshawn Davis and actually cemented his place as one of the top dogs in that division. Now, I know a lot of people have been calling out now. They want to see Keyshawn Davis go up against Tank Davis and all these other fighters at the lightweight division. Vasily Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson. But once again, Keyshawn already put that out. He nipped that in the butt. They're best friends, they're family. So he doesn't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. At least not for now. Maybe in the near future they get into some beef over something, and then they want to fight each other. Remember Zab Judah versus Floyd Mayweather? They used to play basketball together, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if that was for promotional reasons, but they ended up sharing a ring, and we had a blast in that fight also. So Keyshawn Davis right now, what is he gonna do next? What's next for Keyshawn Davis? Well, listen, I know, like I said, a lot of guys want to see him up against Tank Davis. I don't think that's going to happen right now. We got to put our matchmaking hats on right now and think, who will we put Keyshawn Davis next? Not who we want to see him fight next. Remember, guys, this is a business, okay? He has a manager. He has a promoter. They have to match him up wisely, no matter how good he looks, right? And who's in their division right now? Well, remember, he just won the WBO World Lightweight Champion. And we have a lot of top dogs in there, right? But he doesn't want to take a step back. He just won the title, and I'm pretty sure his management is going to want to keep him consistent and fight someone else that is going to make him look good. Most likely, I'm pretty sure that they're going to give him a gift and let him fight in Norfolk, Virginia, where he could fight in front of his peoples and his family, which would be great. That'll be a lot of fun to see him. So who do we give him for him to look good? Who do we give Keyshawn Davis so he could look good that night? Not necessarily an easy fight for him, because Keyshawn Davis doesn't want easy fights. And to be honest with you, whoever we put in there, he might make it look easy anyway. However, we got to look at some of the contenders for the WBO right now. So I'm going to start with, at number 7, we have a fighter named Josh Patley. I was watching him fight, young kid. Good movements, not a big hitter. It's not a big puncher. You know, he could be a possible opponent for Keyshawn Davis, but I highly doubt it. They want to keep that momentum going. They want to have him. They want to keep the fans at the tip of their seats, right? So at number 6, we have Isaac Cruz, another tough Mexican fighter that we just saw go up against Angel Fierro, right? That was a tough Mexican war. I mean, I had a lot of fun watching that fight. That was a fight that I also predicted that was going to be fun. And I told everyone Angel Fierro was going to give Isaac Cruz a tough fight for the simple fact that he's taller, he's tough, just like Isaac Cruz. He's from Mexico, just like Isaac Cruz. And man, did he put a performance that day where he didn't get the decision, but a lot of people felt like he should have gotten the nod also in that fight. However, there is a contender here that my light bulb went out, which is Zaur Abdullaev. Do you remember him? He fought Devin Haney many years ago, and Devin Haney dominated him. But since then, you know, he's been able to have a couple of wins on his record, and he's looking better than he did when he fought Devin Haney. And again, he's number 4 for the WBO title. And he actually looks like the perfect opponent for Keyshawn Davis, believe it or not. He's tall, strong. In the last fight that I saw him in, he was holding his hands high. Well, so, you know, these are the little things that matchmakers do look at sometimes in order to maybe, you know, understand that maybe this would be a good opponent for someone like Keyshawn. And I definitely see that happening there. Whoops, I went down the list a little bit too far here. So I think Zaur Abdullaev is somebody that the matchmaker, the promotions might be looking at. Because there's also Raymond Murataja at number 2. However, I think they want to season him up a little bit more before they put him in there with Keyshawn Davis. And that's going to be a huge fight. Raymond Murataja is another skillful, talented fighter just like Keyshawn Davis. That fight, I don't even have a prediction right now. Really have to watch both fighters to be able to come and analyze who I think will win. However, we also have number 3 contender, Sam Norkis. Another tough guy, you know, very strong, comes straight forward, has that basic UK type of style where he's very aggressive and likes to take guys out. That'll be another good fight for Keyshawn Davis. I think that's another possibility for Keyshawn. And then maybe in the near future, after one of these contenders, one of these fights, then we will see him with a named fighter, like maybe somebody like Vasily Lomachenko, you know, who we haven't seen in a little while right now. But That would be an exciting fight, man. I think Keyshawn Davis had a lot of problems with Vasily Lomachenko. I don't think, he's not going to be a Dennis Berinchenko. Dennis Berinchenko, unfortunately, he didn't even look like an Olympic fighter in there. He looked sort of like confused. One of the things as a trainer that I go up against is that switch from southpaw to orthodox. I'm not really a big fan of doing that. I remember Miguel Cotto switching up with Chop Chop Coley. Shout out to Chop Chop Coley, who I got an Instagram over here too, and bought one of my gloves. And we already know Chop Chop hurt him, man. I thought he was going to knock Miguel Cotto out in that round. I remember he got the stinky legs over there, you know what I mean? Almost dancing salsa all the way back to the ropes, man. And that's my man, Miguel Cotto, man. I got a little bit afraid. But once again, that's what Berinchenko was doing a lot. And, I seen him do that in his previous fights. And I was saying he can't do that against somebody like Keyshawn Davis because Keyshawn is just too smart, too strong, too powerful, just too big for Dennis. I saw that from the get-go. And I was right, alongside many other fans. A lot of other people felt the same way. And that's exactly how it went, man. Keyshawn Davis went in there and he just dominated Berinchenko. Berinchenko didn't look lost in there. He didn't look like an Olympic fighter. So I would like to see Keyshawn Davis with Zaur Abdullayev. I think that'll be a good matchup for him. But that's it for now, guys, because I gotta run to the gym right now and train my guys. Stay tuned because I'm going to be doing some instructional videos today too. Shout out to Oliver all the way in Africa, brother. I'll be doing a video call to give you some instructions and help you get ready for your fight March 8th, all right? Shout out to all my peoples at Green Fitness Studios, Bushwick Boxing Club. Coming at you soon. Be there by 6 o'clock p.m. Peace.